Our trip to Houston was fine. I made it all the way. The ride, about a 17-hour ride. We did it in a day and a half. And me and Greg and my third son went. So it was a good time. I'm very glad that I went. I didn't feel all that great. We would go out several hours during the day, and then we would always go back before darkfall. So I was able to rest, and I did a lot. The ride was a little bit hard, as my body was still healing from the radiation, but I'm glad that I went. So we got that in. That was only about 7 or 8 days. We did that and came back, celebrated Christmas, which was great. And now the week in between, just been kind of laying low. For New Year's Eve, I have no plans. We're going to watch our 2 youngest granddaughters and probably play games and hang. And I've certainly been enjoying the no doctors. I thought I had till the first week of February, but excuse my language, but that bastard oncologist he's really on me. He had the hospital call me last week and start my appointment's up again for mid-January to check my tumor markers. For those of you who pray, I ask for prayers that this radiation helped and my tumor markers will go lower. If they don't go lower, at this point, I don't know what he'll do. If he'll let me say, okay, let's check again in a month. Maybe your body needs a little more time for the radiation to work, or if he'll want to start a new treatment right away. So that remains to be seen. He hasn't said, but I go in January 19th for tumor marker checkups. Until then, just kind of laying low. And that's that. So I'm done with radiation. All my rash and all my burns are pretty much gone. I just have some peeling left on the arms and the back. And my face is finally stopped. I don't think these rough patches are under my cheeks anymore, which was all weird. It was weird. Now I know enough. Like when we were going to Houston, we had a 17-hour drive, and that's when I was still healing pretty well from the radiation. And that radiation, they said it would affect my digestive system. Well, it affected like my mouth, the inside of my mouth, my lips, and like your throat. And I had a thirst that just couldn't be quenched. So like all the way there, when we got there, I was buying smoothies like they were candy. Anything cold, anything full of ice. And my lips were peeling, so I had bleeding lips a lot. The throat was always dry, and so I can't tell you how many smoothies, ice drinks I drank. And many of them were not good for you. They're full of sugar, which then triggers my gout. So I've been dealing with gout, still dealing with that. But I just couldn't get like any soothing, and my lips are still dry. They're still peeling. So not as bad though. I haven't had a smoothie, I think, since I got back from Texas. But going to get one today. But that was probably the hardest part for me, was trying to keep my lips and the insides of me from just being so irritated. And I know if I ever have radiation again now, I will be prepared. I'll have to buy something that I can keep in my house, because it was in never-ending, forever battle with trying to keep myself like my lips moist and my insides moist. So that's been my journey with cancer. My family is all fine. This Christmas we decided not to do many gifts, which was great. I had that. For me, it was the best because I don't have much money anymore. And so I had a very low budget, and I actually enjoyed this Christmas, not worrying about, so many gifts I have to buy for 20 people. My family's about 20 people. So we had a great time, great meal. Everyone's doing okay. What else? Updates. I did get, how sometimes in life you get a gift that just it almost stops you in your tracks. It's like your heart just you're stumped. You don't know what to say. And of course your first reaction is to, look at me, here I go, whatever, is shed a few tears. And I got one of those this year. My daughter, who is seemingly becoming quite the gift giver, puts a lot of thought and heart into her gifts. And I didn't see this coming at all. At all. So when I opened it, it was like, I gasped, and then, the tears started forming. And of course, you don't want to cry when everybody's opening gifts and everybody's happy. But it was one of those gifts that stopped me in my tracks. Doesn't happen too often. I don't get caught off guard too often. And I did. So hopefully I can get this where you guys can see this. Yes. She had this picture of me and Rose. So simple, right? But those of you who have been following me on YouTube know how special my cousin is to me. This picture here was taken at my nephew's wedding. And it was taken shortly after I was diagnosed. I think Rose was in the process of starting her life with Alzheimer's, because there were little things back then that were going on, and we just didn't put it together. But here I was well into the treatment that nearly killed me. And you can't see it probably, but I can see it in my face. I was not well. So we were at my nephew's wedding and my daughter got this picture taken. So just treasure it. I treasure it. It was one of the best pictures of me and Rose in my lifetime. So, and then she had a calendar made with, just family pictures from our cruise last year and stuff. She's really good at that kind of stuff. She also got her brother and his wife, she made a calendar too. And they kind of had the same reaction that I had when they opened their gift. They kind of like, and I mean, I heard them saying things like, "Oh my God, she even got the dog." And so, Tara, I don't know if you're watching this or not, but you are sure getting good at picking out gifts that touch people's hearts. As I'm saying this, I don't want to cry, but as I'm saying this, Tara will know what this means. I see little Orange looking at me through the door. I just let his little butt out. So, that's pretty much it. I'm doing okay. My goals for the new year, I don't make New Year's resolutions, never have, don't believe them, because we probably all fall short. But I have 2 goals this year I hope to meet, health-wise. No, I mean, I hope that my health allows me to meet these goals. My oldest granddaughter is getting married in July, and I'm hoping to feel well and to be able to have fun there and enjoy that wedding. And then we would like to take a drive to Sedona. That's pretty much the last place I'd like to see. So that's my 2 biggest goals this year. Other than that, I have none. I would like to get stable again. I don't know if that's going to be in the cards for me, but I'm not going to sit there and, I'm saying a lot. I'd like to, I'd like to get back to stable and get back to not being so exhausted. This year for me, I'm not the same person I was a year ago. A lot has changed in me physically. And I think this cancer has definitely taken a toll on me. Despite being stable, I've been battling for 13 years and I think it's showing up. So I'm quite tired, and I'm tired of being tired. I hope to just really be able to just chill more, listen more, smile more, smell more. I notice I smell more the sound, the sense of things like pine cones, trees, snow, rain. I want to do that more. I don't have any other plans, like I said, other than the drive to Sedona and my granddaughter's wedding. So I'd like to get back to making YouTubes on a more consistent basis. I think that's normal probably for anyone. With holidays, you're just kind of tied up with family and things like that. I mean, it was really hard just to keep our tiny house clean. It just seemed like we would sometimes clean it 4 times in a day. We were cooking and baking so much, wrapping presents, and me recovering from radiation. I wasn't a whole lot of help to him, even though I have to say this year I wrapped just about every gift. I helped bake. I did a lot more this year. So despite not thinking I did help more than I normally do. But I would say that is about it for my life updates. I am off today to look for a bedspread and grab a bite to lunch probably, and that'll be about it for me. Last night we were invited. This was cool. Last night our granddaughter, our oldest granddaughter, the one that's getting married, invited us to their place for dinner. I'll tell you what a weird feeling going to your grandchild's for dinner. She made us these chicken tenders with a spaghetti type sauce and a Caesar salad. It was very good. It was very nice to visit with them. It was weird. It's weird, but what a blessing to be able to go to your oldest granddaughters and have them cook for you. I was sitting there the whole time thinking, what a blessing. I mean, a lot of people don't ever get to see this, and I got to see it and do it. And on the way home, we hit a fat, juicy raccoon. I don't know if he's dead or not, but we heard a weird sound from our car after that, and by the time we got home, he was afraid that maybe the raccoon was stuck to our fender or something, so he was afraid to get out, but you got to get out and check, right? So he gets out, and this fat, juicy raccoon, I'm guessing he's probably okay, because he hit our car, like he didn't go under the tire or anything. He hit the fender of our car to the point where the fender cracked. So this weird noise we're hearing was the rain and the wind going through the crack. So we have a nice little repair job that we have to do because of this fat, juicy raccoon. And I don't want to go down the road we came in on because I don't want to see if he's, not here. I don't like seeing that kind of stuff. He was big, though. He was a big raccoon. So now we have some car damage to deal with. But other than that, I'd say that's it. I hope that all of you had a great Christmas. However you celebrated it, with family, alone, whatever. I hope your new year, I hope all of our new year is blessed. Our country is in a sure predicament. I personally feel like 2024 is going to be wild. I think we're all in for a wild 2024. Perhaps, maybe it could be possibly one of the ugliest years we've all ever experienced. I know some of you probably don't feel as I do, but it's my channel. I can say what I want to say, and I am going to say this, but I feel like whoever is going to do whatever they got to do to make sure a certain person doesn't get in. And so I think it's going to be interesting. I think all of the stuff going on with the border could end up kicking us in the butt. I mean, when you've got a population the size of New Jersey entering our country, are already here, where are they going? Do we have cells all over that are set up to create turmoil within our own country all over the place? That remains to be seen. I started my channel I didn't want to get political or anything like that, but I'm just going to say that little bit. I think 2024 is going to be interesting, to say the least. I pray for all of us, and for me, I have a faith in God, and I'm going to lean on that. And for those of you who don't, I pray that you find God. I couldn't do this life without him. And that's not even the stuff going on in our country, just this cancer journey. I couldn't do it. It's so bad, it's so hard. I don't talk about it much, I don't share about it much. But I couldn't do this life without my faith. It's just been too hard, and I've been blessed. I've been blessed. Not to say I haven't had hard times, because I surely have. This disease is no joke. But anyway, I pray if I don't come back online before 2024, I pray you all have a safe, peaceful, loving, wonderful New Year's. And I pray for all of us in 2024 that it will be good and it won't be a mess. And we can all end 2024 saying, wow, we didn't surely expect that. It was a good year. So, on that note, I'm going to end this and just wanted to check in with everyone, let you all know where I'm at, how things have been going. I'm still here, still kicking. I feel about as good as I did before I had the radiation now. I just gotta like clean up a few crumbs, like I gotta shake this rest of this little bit of gout I've got, and I'm excited for my skin to stop peeling, because what happens is one layer peels and then it's like it just keeps peeling. It's like it's layers. So, which causes me intensive itching, and so I'm excited for this itching to end. So, on that note, everyone have a great New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Don't forget to eat your black-eyed peas. I already have all mine. I will be making them and eating them. I look forward to them. They're very good. And I will talk to you all soon.